we also wanted to make sure that we know that if those people had been loyal from an acquiring perspective to that leadership team or to a leader, that they're going to look at that and see how is that person treated. Because if they can be treated that way, how am I going to be different? And so it's really making sure that when we go through that process, that we're crafting that message together of how we're going to go through an exit piece, or how we're going to have a conversation about maybe a different role change even. So not leaving the business, but you're going to do this role now, and make sure that everyone's comfortable with it. And again, much like we talked about from an acquiring perspective, that we're all having conversations to agree to what we're going to say, that everyone has a chance to say, hey, I'm not good with that. I think it should be said this way or done this way, so that we all leave that process. We're all communicating the same thing. Because again, I think it comes back to the open communication process. One of the things we wanted to do was find ways to bring people up. So if people see that there's a future and you can make development steps up in your career, and obviously more money comes along with that, maybe do something different in a bigger company. We wanted to make sure that we provide those opportunities as well, because they become good. When we're not in the room, they're our advocates for us. They're saying all the things. They talked about this and they've delivered it, and it's worked out well for me. And I think that if you buy in, it'll work that way as well for others. I think that to me has been a big thing too, is watching some acquisitions where people that were part of the acquiring team actually really benefit from these new opportunities. And again, you're following through on that development and that career piece.
It sounds like almost the default mindset of the leadership team was, let's try to provide a development pathway as much as we can. And when we can't, let's deal with things with a level of dignity where we're showing people who we are versus just saying and telling people who we are.